I'm Jamielenear, just call me Jamie. Welcome back to another video. Hey y'all, happy Monday. Look, y'all, this weather has been nasty. When I say this weather has been nasty, it's been nasty. We are officially in the fall season. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's not waste any more time. Listen, I had to talk about this one. I don't know if anybody else feel the same way that I do, or if you are going through the same thing that I am going through, but that feeling you have when it's like you're always working, like you've been grinding, you've been hustling every single day, and somehow you still broke. Yeah, your main bills might be paid, but you're still broke. How is that? You can be out here doing DoorDash, Walmart, Spark, Amazon Flex, anything you need to try to get some money, and you still can't get ahead. And I know I'm not the only one that's feeling like this. And if you ever looked at your weekly pay and said to yourself, all this is for this, then this video is for you. So let's continue to chat. Because the truth is, in 2025, gig work is not the same hustle that it used to be. When it first was popping back during COVID season, it's not the same it used to be currently in 2025, for real. They keep on talking about it's flexible income, but they also are not talking about how unstable it is. You work from sun up to sundown and still feel like you're drowning. And that's not, obviously, that's not a good feeling. And that's how I'm feeling. I feel like when I'm trying to get ahead, it's like something pulls me back, or this person always needing something, that person always needing something. And I feel like I really can't get ahead because of it. So today, I just want to be real with y'all about what it costs to keep doing this today. So let's talk about the costs that people don't talk about on YouTube. And that's starting from the mental exhaustion. I have not came across one video or a video that I've seen where someone has talked about how mentally drained they are. And the majority of that mental exhaustion is coming from them doing gig work. I have not came across one video that I've seen anybody talk about that. And if they are talking about it, or talked about it, then I missed that. So excuse me if I missed that. But you out here all day chasing orders, worrying about gas, maintenance, and whether the app even sends you decent offers, you start to realize that you're more in a survival mode than being free. If you get what I'm saying. I feel like I'm always in survival mode. I'm not free or have that flexibility to be, I don't have to do this, or I don't want to do this. You get what I'm saying? And I don't like feeling like that. I really don't like feeling like that. Gas prices went up, orders went down, tips is half of what they used to be. And it's not just even about the money. It's about the toll that it puts on your spirit, if you get what I'm saying. I feel like that the gig work is changing me as a person. I'm not the same person that I used to be because I'm always in survival mode, if you understand what I'm saying. I remember when I started, I thought gig work would give me the balance because at the time I was working. So gig work was just some extra money that I could put off to the side so that I could save, right? But then when I lost my job, right, it's just like, now it feels like I'm chasing stability that's not even existing, if you get what I'm saying. And you know what's wow about it? A lot of drivers that I've talked to said the same thing about how I'm feeling. Like, I'm doing the work, but I'm still behind. You can work 10 to 12 hours and still wake up to bills that don't give a damn if you tired or not. Because them bills gonna still bill, if you understand what I'm saying. And in the beginning, nobody tells you that the independent contractor life, that you are paying for everything yourself. right? Gas, wear and tear, oil changes, taxes, tires. But by the time you add it all up, you breaking even. And I'm gonna be real, half of the time, we just working to cover the cost of working. If you ever understand what I'm saying, we're working just to cover the cost of working. And then you start to ask yourself, what's the point? But then you remember you started, you got kids, responsibilities, dreams, and y'all already know, giving up for me is not an option. I might talk shit all day. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might talk shit all day, but I'm gonna still get my ass out there and hustle and do the job. I'm gonna still do that. I've always been a go-getter. I've never was the person who looked for handouts or beg anybody for something. And if I ask you for something, it's because I really need it. But other than that, I don't ask nobody for no damn handouts. I'll go get out there and grind for it before I beg any dang old body to do anything for me. That's just the type of person I am. So I'll talk shit all day. But as far as handouts, nah, I'm good. But then that's where the trap hits you because of the simple fact you can't afford to quit, I tell you. You also can't afford to keep doing it the same way. Now, the part that nobody talks about is the emotional burden. When you're out here in your car, long hours, barely eating, trying not to cry from burnout, but we keep going because what other choice do we have? You start losing yourself in the grind. You forget what rest feels like. You start to think about your worth. And is it tied to how many offers or orders you finish? And that's very dangerous. But listen, I say all this to say, you're not lazy. You're not behind. You're just in a system that was built to never help you win. That's all that is. Now, I've realized that gig work is not my final destination. It's my bridge because gig work is helping pay some of my bills. I a little extra side money, and my main source of income comes from my VA disability. But gig work income is just something for gas, any other bills that might need to be due in the house and food and stuff like that. But I just feel like it's just too much for the cost. And I feel like if you are in the same place or same predicament as me, you've got to start building something that will take you beyond this. And rather that be getting a trade, going back to school, getting a job, whether full-time or part-time, starting your own business. And that's what I'm currently trying to work on. I'll tell y'all, I'm studying for my real estate. I was thinking about starting me a little type of digital product to where like a content calendar plan, something like that. But that's just a thought. No, I probably ain't go, because that just take up a lot of my time, and I just don't have the time for that because of the simple fact that I'm trying to study. But anyway, enough about that. Like I said, maybe it's your own business. Maybe it's an actual side passion that fuels you. Or maybe you just trying to figure out a plan to work smarter and not harder. But please don't lose yourself out there. Please don't. You deserve more than just surviving paycheck to paycheck. I'm telling you. And I know some people might just say, well, that's how life is. And I feel like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. For real. I tell y'all, what you might be going through, somebody else might not be going through that. So sometimes you really got to mind your business and don't put your negative energy on somebody else. And that's why I'm sharing my journey, because I just want to show y'all, even when it gets tough for me, you can rebuild, refocus, and rise again. If you've ever been in a space where you're doing everything right, but still falling behind, I always tell you, drop a heart in the comment section because I see you. We're all out here trying to figure it out one day and at a time in this jacked up economy. And if nobody told you this lately, you're doing better than you think. And if this video hit home for you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share this with another driver that needs to hear this motivation. I drop videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we're talking real life, gig work, and everything in between. Stay strong, stay safe. You got this. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.